Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the video. You're joining me today in the car, headed to one of my favorite places on earth, Trader Joe's. I wanted to start the video off by making breakfast and then realized I don't have the thing I want to make. So we're gonna go to Trader Joe's to pick it up. If you know me, you know I absolutely love grocery stores, and if I could, I would browse in the Trader Joe's today for hours, but we're on a bit of a time crunch, so that's not gonna happen. But I will take you with me today, and then I'll show you some of the things that I pick up. Do a little grocery haul, make some breakfast, make some food. It's gonna be great. We're here. Just finding parking, always tricky at Trader Joe's because everyone's trying to go to the Joe, you know? Parking spot acquired. You can see a little sneak peek behind me. Joe's. I really, really wish Canada had Trader Joe's. I'm gonna put on my mask and head inside. Oh, this is harder than it looks to do with one hand. There we go.
Maybe you'll have a great rest of the day.
So much. Got the goods. Now we're gonna pack them up. We're back in the kitchen. It has been quite some time since I filmed here. It feels like old times. Actually, it's almost my 1-year YouTube anniversary, which is really exciting. And I filmed that first YouTube video in this kitchen, so it's all coming full circle. Actually, what's the actual date of it? Let me get my phone. I wrote it in my calendar, so I'm gonna pull it up. October 16th is when I posted my first YouTube video. So I'm filming this on October 11th. So the same week that this video comes out will be my 1-year YouTube anniversary, which is really cool. But anyway, let's get down to business. So we were at Trader Joe's, which I said it once, I'll say it again, is in my top 5 favorite places on planet Earth. This also happens to be pumpkin season, so Trader Joe's, as always, is doing it right. They've got like a ton of products, and I only went in for one thing, but Trader Joe's is kind of like Target for me, where I go in for one thing and I walk out with 18. So I'm gonna show you some of the fun things I got. I did this recently actually on my Instagram stories. I will leave my Instagram handle down below if you wanna go follow me, but I showed you some of the fun things I got, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. I should also say that this video is in no way, shape, or form sponsored by Trader Joe's, unfortunately. But Trader Joe's, if you would like to sponsor me or anything, hit me up. I'm open to it. Anyway, okay, here we go. So first I'm gonna show you what I actually went in for, which is what we're making today, which is the Trader Joe's pumpkin pancake and waffle mix. Here it is, beautiful. Now, can I very simply make this myself from scratch? Yes, but it's just so much more fun to get it from Trader Joe's. So this is the first box that I bought. I got about this much left, and typically when I make it, I double the recipe, so this isn't quite enough, so I needed to pick up a couple more boxes. Well, I didn't need to pick up a couple more boxes, but I picked up a couple more boxes. So that's what we'll be making today. But if you guys want to know how to make these from scratch, because unfortunately there isn't a Trader Joe's everywhere, let me know down below and I'll try to come up with some sort of like pumpkin spice pancake recipe. I'm sure it's very simple, but like I said, Trader Joe's just gets me. So I got a couple of boxes stocked for the rest of fall. I've been making these every Saturday or Sunday as like a fun fall breakfast brunch treat, so that's what we're gonna make today, and it's gonna be delicious. Next on the pumpkin docket, Pumpkinos. I've actually never had these. They're, I'm guessing, just like Cheerios. Yes, toasted whole grain cereal with brown rice, oats, and pumpkin. I mean, I feel like they're gonna be great. They're low-fat, vegan, gluten-free. None of this was information that sold me on this product. I bought it purely for the pumpkin factor. So I will report back probably on Instagram how these are, so follow me if you're curious to see how I rate this cereal. The last fall flavored thing that I picked up was the maple flavored sea salt kettle corn. Looks like this. Once again, beautiful fall packaging. Look at those fall leaves, which there are none of. They're in Los Angeles, and I very much miss about being back in Toronto. I heard really good things about these. Yeah, these should be delicious. I imagine this bag won't last very long, but I'm looking forward to trying it. And then the last 2 items I got, this is just turning into a grocery haul, are first these marinated olives, which I always pick up. I love these. They come in this weird like airtight package, but I normally cut it open and empty it into like a little glass jar and then put them in salad, or have them on like a charcuterie board, or just as a snack with some cheese or crackers or something. But yeah, these are really, really good. I've bought them like 1,000 times. And then this I have never seen before. It's the Herbe de Provence extra virgin olive oil. You can see it's got all the herbs floating around in there. So they recommend these for drizzling over cooked meats, roasted vegetables, and I actually want to make some sort of chicken and roast vegetable meal today, so I will be trying this out. Very excited. It looks really fancy and delicious. And then the last thing I wanted to give a little shout out to was the Trader Joe's card section. So every time I go in, I always look at their cards. A, because I like to stock up on just cards to have, so that anytime there's a birthday or you need to write a thank you card or just have a blank card, I always have a little stockpile ready to go. But the design of Trader Joe's cards is also just generally really beautiful. So I always like to pick some out for when I eventually one day down the line have a gallery wall. And the one I found today was this really pretty one. Just a bunch of gals having champagne in a very comfortable looking bed. I feel like you can't go wrong with that. It'll make a really cute print, so I picked that up. Oh, one more thing. This multi-purpose cleaner, cedar wood and sage. It's got plant-derived cleaning powers, biodegradable, and cuts through grease. I got this because I needed a glass cleaner, but I figured you can use this on glass, right? Yes, glass mirrors, stainless steel, oven tops, hoods, countertops, refrigerator, wall tiles, linoleum sinks, and even granite countertops. Figured I'd get this. Looks super cute. Yeah, just kill two birds with one stone. And now we're actually gonna get started on the recipe because it's 12 o'clock and I haven't eaten yet and I'm getting very hungry, so let's make these pancakes. All right, so I've got all my tools here. I've got a bowl, my big whisk, sifter, this big measuring cup thing, and my little measuring cups. We're gonna start by sifting our dry ingredients, and I just follow the recipe on the back of the box and I alter it slightly. We're gonna essentially start by doubling it, so it says 1 cup of the pumpkin pancake mix, so we're gonna go in with 2 cups. And I've just got my sifter on here. I'm obviously gonna sift the mix, make sure we don't have any sort of clumps or anything like that. And 4. So that's 1 cup. We're gonna give it a quick sift. And I've noticed with this pancake mix, there's always some clumps left over. It just looked like this. It's probably, I don't know, like the sugar or something like that, but I usually just toss it. Okay, so that is it with our dry ingredients. Obviously, in pre-mixed pancake mixes like this, they already have any sugar, baking powder, soda, salt, all of that in the pancake mix. So we're gonna go in now with our wet ingredients. So here we're gonna need melted butter, milk, and an egg. So instead of melted butter, I like to just use a neutral oil. And instead of regular milk, I'm gonna use almond milk. Set this aside. Get out our pitcher. We'll start by cracking 2 eggs. Give those a whisk. Then we're gonna add our milk. And instead of the melted butter that the recipe calls for, I'm just gonna be using vegetable oil. And again, just gonna whisk that all together. Beautiful. The reason I like to do vegetable oil is then you're just not messing around with melted butter. Sometimes I feel like if you melt the butter and you don't let it cool in time, it tempers your eggs and then it makes your mixture all weird and clumpy. So the oil will do exactly what the butter will do in your recipe, so I just swap them out completely. This recipe called for 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and instead I just use 2 tablespoons of any neutral oil. Bring back our dry ingredients, make a little well in the center, and pour in our wet ingredients. And then we're gonna mix this until it's just combined. Your pancake batter is always gonna have clumps in it, which is good. Don't wanna overmix it. You're not looking for like a super smooth, clumpless batter the way you'd be looking for if you're making a crepe. You essentially wanna just mix it, and I'm using the whisk until everything comes together. You don't see any flour streaks, but you're still gonna have clumps. And this is the sort of consistency you want. It's quite thick, but it does still pour nicely. Okay, now it's the fun part. We're gonna get to cooking. I'm gonna set my pan on the oven. We're gonna set the oven to medium. You can cook your pancakes on butter, oil, whatever you want. This pan is super non-stick, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of spray canola oil. Sometimes I find if I use butter with my pancakes, the butter burns, and then I like a nice sort of crispy edge on my pancake, but butter can be temperamental, so I prefer to just use oil. Now to scoop them out, I'm gonna be using my 1/4 cup measuring cup. That's what I normally use. I feel like it gives a really nice sized pancake. And yeah, let's get to griddling. Griddling, cooking. I normally just do 2 in here, so I have enough room to flip. They normally take, I don't know, 30 to 45 seconds per side. You'll know they're ready to flip when they've got a lot of these air bubbles going on. You can see them starting to come through. And then I normally like to use my spatula just to like check how they're doing underneath. And if they're ready to flip, I flip them. If they're not, I let them cook a little more. You just gotta go with your baker's gut, you know? All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, this one's ready to go. Listen, sometimes that's what happens on the first pancake. You gotta keep your cool. Let's see if we do better here. See, progress already. It's okay, they look more artisanal. Sometimes I like to just give them a little pat. Tell them they're doing a good job, you know? Gotta give them encouragement, like anything else. You gotta support them. You're doing great, you're gonna be delicious. All right, quick update. I've got my kettle going, so sorry for the weird noise. I'm discovering this pan is like super non-stick, so I've actually scrapped the canola oil. So if you have a really good non-stick pan, you probably don't really need to cook the pancakes on anything. Okay, I'm gonna try and redeem myself. I've done a few flips, I've been practicing. Let's see if I've made any progress. Okay, pancake was a little toastier, but flip was good. Look at that. Look at that. That is called progress, people. That is called practice makes perfect. It's called practice makes pancakes look amazing. Our pancakes are finished. Look at that beautiful color. I'm so excited to dig into these. They smell amazing. They're still warm. Let's have this brunch. So here's the brunch setup. Obviously, we've got our delicious pancakes, some 100% pure maple syrup because we're Canadian, we don't joke around with our syrup. This fun item that I found at Trader Joe's a couple of trips back, which is maple butter, fun addition to brunch. I believe this is also seasonal, so if you are interested in picking this up, you should probably go soon. And mixed berries, gotta get in your vitamins and nutrients, and some coffee in the French press. Amazing. Welcome to Brunch with Greta. Okay guys, welcome to Sunday Brunch with Greta. I'm gonna start by pressing down the French press coffee. Is it ready? Bit of an arm workout, but I've been getting my workouts in, so quick coffee taste test. Delicious. Let's go in for a pancake. Okay, so I like to do one pancake at a time. Place it into the center of my plate. And I usually like to do berries first. So we got a good combo here of raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. And then syrup, do a little drizzle. Or a big drizzle. Okay, first bite. Just some syrup dribbling down my face. Wow. I mean, did we expect any less from our favorite grocery store? I don't think so. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna eat this whole plate. That's all for me. You just drizzle the syrup all over all of this. All right, you guys, that is it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed joining me for brunch today. This is definitely the first time on my channel that I think I've ever made anything out of a box. I just wanted to give you guys some ideas of what you can do at home to make the weekend special. Depending on where you live, restaurants and all of that might be closed. I know I really love going out for brunch, but I'm trying to minimize the amount I'm going out to be safe and healthy. So I'm trying to find ways of how to make the weekends brunch time special at home. Cooking something that you might not typically have time to cook or might not want to cook on a weekday where your days are typically busier is a really fun way to like make the weekend special. If you guys have any other fun Trader Joe's or just general like grocery recommendations, definitely leave them down below. I love grocery stores and I love going and like buying new things, especially seasonal things. It always feels very novel and exciting. So let me know any recommendations you guys have down below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm always posting stories and posts about what I'm getting up to. My TikTok, I'm trying to get a little bit more active on that, but I will have all of those links down below for you guys to follow. Also, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you know every single time I post. But other than that, I hope you have an amazing week and I'll see you next week. Bye.